no.
I got the music on, but it's like real low. I'm hoping like good.
Okay.
You hear that?
Have you scheduled the? Ah, yes, it's
Yeah. No, we're live already. All right. So this morning, slash afternoon slash early evening in Spain, and all the other time zones. This doesn't make sense. We're gonna talk about a few things today. There's a really cool collab going on between hey Funko Coffee. Before we go any further, we need your wax address. If you could fire that off to us in the comment. You won one of the things yesterday. We didn't get it for you. Okay, so we're going to talk about a quick collab between Crypto Alpha and Shipple, a couple of really good friends of ours, and it got me to thinking like that. Just the number of really awesome collabs we've been able to do as launch bags, and the really cool ones we've been able to see going on in the ecosystem. I just kind of wanted to dive into that, like all the different collabs that we've seen, any that we really like, trying to figure out what really works about them, what we can improve with them, what kind of collabs really work with a Telegram app for reasons that might become obvious in the near future. Lots of different things with that. A couple other things. The R1 miner sold out, rock and roll. The automators didn't, which is interesting. I think Juan and I were talking about the fact that like we didn't think everybody would like automatically sort of optimize for 20 to 1 or whatever. That might just be wrong. I think we're surrounded by a bunch of degens with calculators apparently. So that was a good signal for us. The non-liquidity NFTs are going to become redeemable tomorrow. The blend is going to be live for that, if not already. And the Ethereum ETF trading started today. So I think we're going to see some really intense stuff. That and like the last thing I want to do on this show is get into politics. But there's some interesting wrinkles in U.S. politics now, where one candidate, while being a rapist piece of shit, is also really into Bitcoin. So I mean that could have an impact on the race in a small way, but I think it's definitely going to have an impact on Bitcoin. So, if that's the only good thing he ever does in his life, thanks for that. Anyway, and this is why I don't get into politics.
Yes.
And
let's keep it that way. I think
it's a good idea.
Too far this time.
It's a good idea. I don't make the rules. Anyway, so way more importantly, I think that the collab thing is something that I'm really, really excited about. I'll put a link to the Shipple one. Basically, you're gonna be able to mine Shipple and other stuff in the Crypto Alpha app, and they're doing some follow stuff and some tracking. They are tracking the amount of Shipple in your wallet, as an example. Like you have to. One of the things to qualify for some points is holding 1 million Shipple in your wallet. Which I think is really fun. So, is there anything else you wanted to kind of touch on, sort of high level, before we sort of dig into some brainstorming?
No, I think you covered it all.
Let's go. All right. Well, happy Tuesday. Oh, it's gonna storm. You want to know how I know it's gonna storm? My 120-pound dog is crying like a baby. Ryan, lightning hasn't killed you yet. I don't think it will. I think you're fine. Poor guy. Gets so scared.
Yeah.
Such a wuss. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, some of the collabs we've seen. I mean, we've done a bunch, right? I mean, the majority of our launches we get, first it was 5 partners, and then freaking 20, and then 25, and it has the capacity to create a lot of energy. One of the things that when I sort of first got back to work on stuff was doing LP farm collabs with Uplift. And it has an impact, like that. I think there's like an upper limit to where it becomes like there might be some diminishing returns, but that's a long way in. You can be doing a dozen of those partnerships, and it can create a lot of energy and a lot of movement, which is great.
You mean partnerships for liquidity pools?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that it depends on where your token is.
How do you mean?
I mean, if you have a lot of liquidity, let's say your liquidity is 10 times bigger than the partner you chose, then he will be benefited more than you. If liquidities are the TVL for both tokens is similar, then you will both be benefited.
Yeah, well, and the flip side to that too is that I think you can get into a lot of trouble doing unbalanced rewards. So if you're doing a liquidity farm, and say it's Shipple Lithium, and you only are rewarding Shipple, that's actually going to create some net sell pressure on Shipple, as especially with the Alcor rewards that aren't just automatically accruing to your liquidity in the system, which is what the Nifty ones do, and I actually kind of prefer it. It's actually a little bit cooler, in my humble opinion. But in Alcor, right, like you're getting those tokens as rewards kind of in real time. Mas, what's up? Speaking of Crypto Alpha, so you're getting those things in real time, right? And then it's not unreasonable for people to basically sell half and re-up on that liquidity, right? So if you're just getting Shipple in a Shipple Lithium farm or whatever, selling half that Shipple into Lithium and then adding to the liquidity is just increasing your position in the whole thing, right? So that like when you're doing farms, if you're doing those collabs, it makes a lot of sense to make sure the dollar value of the tokens, at least at the start, is the same. So then people are just getting those rewards, and it's automatically just getting fueled back into the system, which is like in an equal way, which is cool. So yeah, Modest the Great, the guy who made Crypto Alpha and is building a team, doing really, really amazing things. As in the comments, so shout out to that. I'll put a link up here in a minute, but yeah, I mean that again, Mana, we were Bullshit actually asked me yesterday, like, hey, can you mention this little collab? And of course, like, he's one of my best friends. I'm like, no, and I'm not going to mention this silly thing two of our really good friends are doing on the show. But really, now the whole show is about that. Because I really wanted to talk about the best possible collabs. I'd love everybody's opinion who's here. The favorite collab that you've seen, in the recent past, and why you really liked it would be a really cool place to have in the comments. But yeah, he asked me if I could mention the Shipple Crypto Alpha thing is going on right now, and you can go over there and actually mine Shipple for 90 days.
Okay, but what do you have to do? What's the collab? Where do I get it? Where
I'll put it like it's just in the Crypto Alpha app. I hear pump it up.
Put a link. Just explain me what
you go to the Crypto Alpha Telegram app.
No, that's too long to read. I need to know.
You just go to the Crypto Alpha Telegram app. That's not to read it. Just go do it.
Just go do it.
Read nothing. Go click buttons.
I go there every day. So
go to missions.
Cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool. That's it. I go. But I have to do the missions. Oh, yes, I'm so lazy with the missions.
Yeah, TC. I hear pump it up on repeat. Yes, you should. I wanted to try the music on there and not have it too loud, so we can actually have like that. Anyways, we have hot dog songs too.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No hot dog songs today.
You remember this one though? Well, let me turn this up a little bit. Like, dude, the fact that AI can just make a pop song about hot dogs is still blowing my mind.
Yeah.
I had this on. I think it was Bitcoin Blues Brother made this, way back in the day, like a month ago, and yeah, he posted it again a couple of days ago, and I ended up having it on infinite repeat for like an hour and a half. Like, what am I doing? Like, I'm supposed to, be a musician with fucking really sophisticated taste in music. Apparently not. You put a pop song with a fucking hot dog in it, and I'm in. Which makes no sense. No sense at all.
At all.
I don't want banners. Where am I going right now? I want brand. There we go. And here's why. Juan, I love you, right?
What are I'm a hot dog. I'm a
hot dog. What are you talking? Boom. I'm sorry. It was a total setup.
Yeah.
Easily amused. All right, so yeah, I have here's my tweet about it. I'm gonna get the actual link to the thing though. So yeah, you can get in and explore that. I mean, honestly, like I want everybody to be getting on the Crypto Alpha train, because they're doing some really cool things in the space, and honestly, Mas always has. and the collabs that they do are going to be awesome. I wouldn't be surprised to see, way more collabs between Crypto Alpha and Launch Bags and all of our fun things.
Yeah,
the wine hot
and
dogs
I'm sure that when we launch our mini app, there will be cross promotion and something good will come out of that. I'm pretty sure.
You would think there's some opportunity there, and that's, I mean, really, like, I think the more we explore these things, whether you're just people that kind of own the tokens, or you're sort of in the ecosystem, you're kind of messing around, or you've started one, or you're thinking about starting one. It's I think it's really, really smart to watch what they're doing. And watch how they partner with people. I mean, that's one of my favorite things in the space. If you're able to promote yourselves by helping to promote other people in the ecosystem, that's just got it's got good feels, and it fucking works. So it's really cool. Red.
It's not only that it works. I think it's the way to go.
Yeah. I mean, that's it's I think my favorite thing about it is that I feel like there's lots of different ways to think about stuff, but like there's two main ways that I find people thinking about things in, whether it's crypto or startups or whatever, right? Like there's the sort of zero sum game, like for me to win, you have to lose, right? Which is sadly pervasive in a lot of business. And then there's just the flip of that, right? Like, fuck the zero sum game thing. The more I help other people win, the more I win. And the more everybody wins, we just grow the pie, right? Like, this is a thing that's possible to do. It's got better vibes. And frankly, like, I think, I think some people can get rich doing the other way, right? Lots of them, frankly, just see like almost every billionaire. But it's possible to create an intense amount of value for you and your partners and your whole ecosystem and make money that way too. And I just, it's just cooler. That is much preferred, even if it's might even be slower sometimes, but it's just gonna be better. Like, it's gonna be more fun to come to work every day.
Agreed.
Cool to the beams. Red has 19. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Yeah. So did the Betsy's for R1? Are there still some of those, or are they sold out?
The Betsy's, no, there are still Betsy's over there, and it's good that there are still Betsy's, because we would like more people to join in the upcoming mining seasons. But miners are sold out,
right?
And
but the Betsy's for R1, are there still some of those, or are they?
Well, it's exactly the same Betsy. It's the same base.
No, I'm just wondering about. Oh, good, just for a different price. And
the drop is the same drop. You can only pay with R1 or with Nifty. You choose. But the problem is that R1 went to the moon, and it's more expensive to buy them with R1 right now. So,
freaking Red, 100 Betsy's later. I actually have to.
100 Betsy's, man.
Yeah.
You are the biggest Betsy holder right now.
I think so.
I think the largest Betsy holder.
Although I got to find out, Russell was just going to do 40, and then woke up this morning to a message that he was thinking about buying more. So I'm like, all right, well, that's okay, all right. Yeah. So it's interesting data point on the automators too. So like I was worried that 200 wouldn't be enough, and I was very much wrong. So that's kind of fun. JR's crying. Yep. Yeah, it's good stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna get some more Betsy's too. I'm gonna make sure I have enough. Hey, like, you think what's like a couple weeks before the mining starts? Like, do you have a sort of an earmark on that? Well, so I actually want to be ready for this one.
I think that mining should start, if not this weekend, early next week, because we are almost ready with that. And yeah.
That's cool. Matt, how's the new look on Alpha app going for you guys? Honestly, it looks slick. It's really cool. I like it.
I think there has been a lot of improvements with the Alpha app. It looks nicer every time. On every new release, it has a nicer UI, I think. Friendlier.
I agree. I'm gonna go over there right now and take a look at it.
Yeah, I think that there are some improvements though that could be made. So because, for example, I think that it's very difficult, well, or not difficult, but you have the missions, for example, you have to scroll to see the latest missions, but most of the people already did the first mission, so maybe they should be ordered from the oldest to the newest. I don't know.
No,
Uh,
that makes
or
a ton of sense.
yeah,
And so the daily tasks, I'm gonna make another request, a social mission that just sits there every day that I can just go and redo
yeah,
every day. Like
yeah,
that, people will do that, and by people I mean me. And like that, don't get me wrong, like the streak is fun, but even just to like tweet out something, whatever, and we could even use AI to like generate new messages every day, just like so that it's not always like the same tweet every day. Mona, we should chat about that because it's really easy to
yeah.
do. But then yeah, and then obviously the missions. I think that's a really good idea. Like the reverse order on the missions is really smart.
Yeah, yeah. That
Super
I think
smart.
there are always improvement points, and of course you have to experiment with that and see if it works or not, and find what's
For
the
sure.
best layout. Yeah,
Yeah. Awesome.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
All right. There you go. There you go. All right. So what's your other than the collabs that we've done, what's your favorite collab that you've seen recently?
What's my favorite collab? Oh, that's a great question.
Thank you. I'm here all week.
Oof.
Here, hey, hold on. While you think about it.
I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot
I don't know if you guys can see this. I can see Juan's camera in the sort of like the green room below the thing or whatever. So every single time I do that, he cracks up, and that's like it's encouraging me to just keep doing it. It's like it's really difficult for me not to just want to do it all the time. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so your favorite recent collab?
Oof. To be honest, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there are lots of collabs over there, and I don't know which one is my favorite.
I didn't get in on the breeding season for the Wizzies and Anons, but I think that's probably one of my favorites recently, just because I think like watching Bucha just get on that. There you go. That's for the record. I was mentioning this Bucha before I saw Wizzy and Anons. Pretty cool. Completely true. 10-hour compilation coming soon. Yes, it's just gonna be TC. You have a lot of work to do. We're just gonna have 50,000 one wiener gifts in a row, and it'll just be a 10-hour marathon.
No, no, no.
I
Ay,
think
ay,
you could
what have I
actually.
done? What have I
I
done
know
to deserve this?
you're one of the most adorable, fun people on the face of the earth. Sorry, you slap that beautiful face on a dancing hot dog, and you just have a pure win. That's just the way it is. It's funny because it's true. So man, I had a thought, and now I don't even know anymore. I have no idea. Max,
Yeah.
I got you, buddy. I got you. Right now, 10 hours. Just put it like infinite repeat. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Do you
No,
imagine growing up with that as your lullaby and like you turn, 8 or 9 or whatever, and you just constantly are like headbanging to the one hot dog song? That's probably bad.
no,
Nobody should do that. That
no,
might
no, no.
actually end up being a little bit child abusey.
Then you wonder why there are school shootings and stuff like that. I mean, no, come on, Corey, please be serious here. No, 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 don't do that.
Oh no, it's all fun and games till you take guns to school. Welcome to America. Oh no. Oh
No, no,
no.
no, no, please, 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 let's
Nope.
behave here.
All right
Yeah.
then. Yeah, no, I there's a non-VIP asset is coming. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's interesting.
What is going on
Where
with
did you
this?
see that
Tell
announced?
me more. I don't know. That's crypto shorts.
Hmm.
I like it.
We
Who
need to
doesn't like
learn
being in a
that.
non-VIP? That sounds fun. I want to go to there. That's one of the things that Adrian did with the Fed too, like making me jump through hoops to get like an OG badge was both annoying and I still did it.
Yeah.
It's like that right mix of like this thing that I want for reasons that I can't quite define, but I'll jump through some hoops to get it. It's sort of, I think I might have just summed up degen culture in one sentence. Um, Oh, it's been mentioned on the Anon TG. All right, cool. I'll head over and do
cool.
that.
Cool.
Dennis is dropping something for AI God pretty soon too. I didn't dig into what it was, but it's coming out in the next couple of days. I think he's got announcements up in the Discord too. If you're not in the AI God Discord, it's probably smart to get over there and just moving some stuff there.
Something that could be very smart for all the tokens that have launched on launchbags, it's let us know when there's an announcements, because we can share it with the community here in the Nifty Show every time.
Yeah, and most people do, and I think it's definitely. I think everyone should. Even if you post it in the Launchbags Telegram, which I highly recommend doing, send it to me. Make sure that I have it, because I'll pin it there, and then that way we can just run through the pinned posts in Telegram. In the Launchbag Telegram, and just kind of rifle through the news, because we definitely, obviously, if you're a project that launched on Launchbags, we want you to do real good, and so we'd be happy to do that. So AI God hub holders are going to be really happy. They are. It's there's things happening, which is kind of fun. Wiener's got some more farms coming out today. Actually, Wiener's got 2 farm collabs that they're doing with Crypto Alpha, actually, with tools and stonks, if I'm not mistaken. So that's fun too.
Cool, cool
stuff happening. Things going on. I wonder
what
mine.
I don't know if that was a mistake, having all of the supply of the real one mineable. Maybe I should have kept something for collabs, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I think there's probably since that's the way it is right now, that's fine. You could do a collab on the mining part of it.
Yeah,
it's just one step removed. There's always a way. This is what I firmly believe. If you want to do a collab, all the constraints just make you have to think harder to figure out how to do it. Which is, I'm biased, but there's always a way.
Yes. True.
What is MWAXGA?
MWAXGA? I don't know.
I don't either. All right, cool. I'm now slightly more confused than I was before.
Yes.
All righty then. So, yeah.
So let me share here the link for those who don't have it yet. Well, maybe you will share it, Corey. The link for the
makes wax great again.
For the Anon LP tokens redemption.
Oh yeah, cool.
And that also makes me think that on Saturday we will also have the redemption of the R1 liquidity NFTs. So that will be interesting. That's gonna
be good. It's gonna be good. Well, and you were mentioning that you're gonna have those the R1 LP NFTs are actually gonna be mineable for WUF.
Yes, I don't know if the LP NFTs or the LP token directly. I think it's easier to make it the LP token mineable.
Oh, so you just want to redeem your
you redeem
NFTs
it,
anyway,
but instead
of
removing the liquidity, you can start mining WUF directly. So
that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. I think it's easier.
That's fun. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I woke up. It's funny. Not that I wake up thinking about freaking meme coins, but maybe I do. Thinking in terms of, especially with the changes that we're going to make. And, we've been thinking in terms of, okay, you definitely want to have a big team. You want to do all this stuff, yada, 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 right? The thing that Solana really taught us is that volume is almost necessary. Of the 100 that are doing really well, there's 600,000 tokens. That's a lot. Yes. There's a lot of them, and now again, that's a lot of them that have failed. But I've been thinking about what sort of the access, reducing friction as much as we have and as much as we're trying to. Really engenders that, right? If the barrier to entry is just a constant capacity, and you have that if there is any inherent meme power, if there's any cycle of this thing, if there's any attention stuff or whatever, what's I started thinking about like, and again, I don't know if this is a good idea. It's probably a terrible idea, but like, having an NFT collection that was basically okay. Here's the 3, meme token ideas that again, like we're not doing a fucking team. We're not going to have fucking events every 5 seconds, blah, blah, blah. These are just meme coins, right? But like 3 goofball ideas, and whichever ones get bought the most, like NFTs or whatever, right? Is the one that gets launched. And that's whatever gets into the thing that just goes into liquidity or whatever. It just gets fired off. Done. Bye-bye.
I don't know if I followed you.
So, okay. I don't know if I follow me either. So that's fair. So like Fafo or Hawk2 on Wax, or I don't know, fucking something else. I don't know, Wax Bowden, whatever, right? Like some goofball, just like silly ideas, right? For meme tokens. Each one of them has an NFT, their dollar an NFT or whatever, right? Whichever one hits, 100 first, gets launched with $100 worth of liquidity, and it's just bye-bye, go gone, and that's it.
No,
Like,
okay.
it's nothing is like, this is the thing, right? Like with where we're attempting to reduce things to, as far as creating for real frictionlessness,
Yeah.
the and I guess where it sort of engendered, right? Like, but you would want to start, or I would anyway, like at a bare minimum, you need some kind of attention, just because launching into the void is completely totally pointless, right? So engaging people in which one should go, and them having to put like a dollar on it or whatever, sort of like that. There's like just a not a massive, but a small level of community engagement as to where this thing could go, and they're the ones deciding which one's going to get launched and when it's going to get launched, or if it's going to get launched. Maybe nobody gives a fuck and nobody puts any money into it at all. And then it launches or it doesn't, and then of course it launches, and TC and Red get fucking 60% of the thing or whatever, because they're watching the pools better than anyone else. But whoever, right? Like, it launches when it launches, and people get to play around with a low liquidity thing, which again, paints a pretty spectacular chart, right? The people that get in early on those, have the capacity to do well. And again, it's just on meme power, right? Even the Fed was way better than just meme power, because he's already done a bunch of stuff, and there's a non-zero probability he could do more stuff. Exceptionally busy guy, right? But at the same time, like, there things have happened on the Fed, which is really interesting, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Now
Just
I
toss
get you.
it.
Yes, and I think it's a nice idea. I like the idea.
Yeah,
It can even be refined, but yeah, I like it. I like it.
right? It'll be good.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, well, I guess I'll keep thinking about it then. If anybody thinks it's stupid and I should shut up and never talk about it again, let me know. Otherwise, also let me know if you think it's a decent idea, and let me know what if. And again, like, I think the likelihood that I'm going to do something like this is around 5% right now. But if we did it, like, what it would be really interesting to see which ones we should kind of play with first.
Well, I think that we have to come up with some cool memeable things.
Yeah.
And
I mean, the freaking R1 hot dog face guy's already taken. So, like, is there anything left, really?
Yes, Corey, there's a lot left.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Am I easily amused? Yes, we have established. Yes, that's a fact. That is a fact.
Yeah.
Well, awesome sauce. Is there anything else going on for the people commenting? Is there anything else going on in the ecosystem that we should be aware of or help share with people?
That's a good question, because I don't even know what's going on in the drops or whatever in the Wax ecosystem.
Yeah, we should look. Yeah, I mean, I had another gig last night where Florida is like soup right now. So like 5 minutes into setting up, you're just completely drenched. It's very fun. I'm been a little bit out of the loop for the last what feels like 5 days. It's like a weekend with a gig. So yeah, it would be really interesting to see what's going on. It's cool knowing what's going on just with us.
Yeah.
The dawn of conflict. That sounds scary. Was that FGL Machiavellic? I don't know what that is. I'm just over on the Nifty Blocks website.
Oh, I'm just checking on Nifty Blocks, and the Automator is the top drop currently,
Oh yeah,
which
look at
I don't know if that's good or not, but yeah.
that. It's, it's in wax. This is the thing. If we were tracking all of the drops not in wax that we've been doing, they would all have been topping wax, I think, or topping the charts on Nifty. Just because you're only
Yeah.
tracking wax, right?
Yeah, sure. And there's this ad for Colosseum, which I don't know what is, but there is a 1 million wax prize pool
Right.
for season 1, if sold out. So interesting. I don't really know what it is, but it sounds interesting.
Over there now. Raid Gaming. All right. I don't know. That is interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
That's interesting. It just goes right to their Discord. They're not releasing until August. So I imagine
No, it's the sale is in July 26.
Why does it say August?
July,
Right on the
because
ad, it says August.
they release on August, but it says 24-hour sale starting July 26 at 8 p.m. EDT.
Oh, all right. Well,
So
freaking
that
have
might
fun.
be interesting. Yeah, I don't know what the project, but it would be interesting
Oh yeah, look at that.
find out more.
Yeah. If anybody knows who they are, let them tell them to get a hold of us. We'll have them on the show.
Yeah, it would be cool to learn more about what they are doing.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. What if they have a? Yeah, people are getting stuff now. They're really like doing polls already. So, just gonna head over their Twitter. Nothing really going on.
Yeah.
They're doing some bounties though. If anybody's interested, I'll throw a link in there.
Interesting.
Indeed.
But yeah, it's cool seeing that the drops created by launchbacks are always on top. That's well, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I want to think it's good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we would like to see drops that are all much bigger. But
Yes.
I mean, like part of the reason we initially started talking about this, we want to have the ability to start increasing movement across the entire ecosystem, right? So
Yes.
if it's some of the stuff that's the most on Nifty, do we want to add like 10 zeros to fucking everything that's going on? Of course we do, but at the same time, positive movement's positive movement. I think we should take the win. Is there any possibility that we could get all the different currencies functioning on the top drops so that it's not just wax? Because I know like tons of people are dropping for whether it's a non or Wuffy or whatever.
Do you want me to get to the same fucking problem that we have on wax again?
You gonna talk about oracles again?
Yes. The day we have oracles, we can sort that properly. But without oracles, it's very difficult.
Oh, can't you just hit the price API though? Like that, it doesn't have to be every millisecond.
Well, the problem is that we could try to get the price from Wax on Edge. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's a possibility, but it's not easy, and 2, it's not reliable without an oracle. But maybe only to sort the drops. It's
it doesn't need to be.
I don't know.
Right, it doesn't need to be reliable up to the minute or even to the hour, right? Like as. But I totally, if it comes down to, this is what I thought you were going to say. Like, hey, do you want me to pull Jose away from what he's doing to work on that? And the answer is fucking no. No, don't care.
But in the end, we need something like that. If we really want Wax to become a blockchain where trading is important, where memes are important, where there is really a market for tokens, then at some point we will need that. But I think that's not something to do for Nifty blocks. That's something, or Launchbacks or whoever. There should be a team that's fully dedicated to oracles and I think it's a project that it's complex enough and that requires its own marketing and its own everything.
This is where I think Wax would just have to fully back that because there isn't enough market for an Oracle to even want to bother right now, is there?
I don't think so. Right now, I
Right?
don't think so.
Yeah. So like that'd have to be something that the Wax sort of like just funds probably, hey? At least in the near term.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the case indeed.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. And today we had the first day of trading of the Ethereum ETF.
right.
I don't know how will that go, because I think that if I remember correctly, when a Bitcoin ETF started trading, Bitcoin price went down 20%.
Right. Hey, you can short ETFs.
Yeah.
That's always been my worry.
But yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I'm checking it out right now. Well, and one of the things I noticed that the sell pressure from I think it was the Germans or whatever selling their seized Bitcoin was obviously relatively significant. But there was people were tracking the the two. I think there's at least 2 Bitcoin ETFs now. And they're tracking the inflows versus the outflows, right? So inflows obviously is where the ETF is having to buy Bitcoin off the market to put it in because there's buy pressure in their ETF or whatever, right? And the net pressure on that was positive, right? I think that's going to be an interesting thing to track as far as potentially being a leading indicator for price.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something that you can track. You can check the Farside website and you can track it there. And the last few days has been net positive inflows.
Farside.
Yeah, I just shared with you the link just in case you want to share it here.
Yeah, I do.
That's awesome. You can check it here.
I'll even post it in the comments instead of the private chat again.
Yeah, that's good.
Which
and then
you guys
can
don't
check
notice. But...
look at that. All of the month of July has been net positive, so that's good news. I think that's really, really good.
Oh yeah, there's tons of ETFs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's so all this is positive.
Yeah, for the month of July, everything is positive.
That seems all right to me.
Yeah, that's what I want to believe.
Right, that's what I want to believe. Always, always, always be very, very skeptical of anything you want to believe. But yeah, that's the cumulative flow. That's a fun number. That's pretty good. So 40,000, it's 20,000, 200,000, still it's like how much of a percentage of the Bitcoin stuff is in there, and it's not very much. What is 40,000 over 21 million?
Yeah, still it's a pretty decent amount.
Yeah, it's not bad. And it's never mind the amount. The trend is going in the right direction, which is sort of half the marbles, right?
Yeah.
Very, very cool. All right, so Bitcoin 1 million and Wax get some love. Let's go.
Bitcoin to 1 million. That prediction, I think, has been made several times, and we are still to see that.
The number of times Bitcoin has reached 1 million is exactly 0. But a boy can dream.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
All right. Well, what else? We got anything else?
I don't know. We already talked about the collab between Crypto Alpha and Sheeples.
We did.
ARC1 miners sold out. The ETF start trading today. So I don't know what else.
Here's one thing. We can break after this. $5 per Wax. Let's go. Now, if anyone else had said this, it would be cool because it's very fun to think about. But TC has said this. And so it's kind of potentially, maybe I'm making this up in my head, magical. And so that's what I choose to believe is that from TC's comment to Crypto God's ears. And let's just make that be a thing that happens. Maybe that's maybe that's the next meme token. $5 wax. Just 5 wax. I don't know. Gotta have the dollar in there somewhere. But then you know what happens then, Juan? You know what happens then?
$1 to $1.
$1. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I wasn't ready for this, but I should have done this.
I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog.
Anyway.
Next
Oh my
time.
God. If wax went to $5, all of these tokens would go fucking nuclear. Oh my God.
Yeah, for
Both my
sure.
nipples are hard now. That's
That-
gross. What? Even if I didn't ordinarily do that, and I do, and I agree that it's a failing. The fact that you kind of go red sometimes, it makes it way more fun for me. I'm not gonna lie. Now, does that make me a bit of a shithead? Yes, it does. I agree. All right. Well, cool beans. Happy Tuesday. I think like if anybody sees anybody else doing collabs, let me know. I want to celebrate that stuff. And
Sure.
make sure we give those things a platform and show people what's going on. Yeah, tons of stuff coming this week. We'll obviously share any news that we get in the Telegram Launchbags Telegram group thing.
Yes.
And yeah, when we have the MVP of the thing, we'll be letting you guys know about that. We'll be doing all sorts of collabs with it. It's kind of like a collab machine, basically.
Yes, but I think that will be somewhere in August and maybe even September.
Okay, that's good to know.
Well, in the sense that I think that August almost everybody goes on vacation
in Europe,
everywhere.
I mean, honestly, we've been talking about this off air. I think I do want to just go on vacation when you do. Because I don't naturally think I ever should, and I'm stupid. Breaks are smart. It just is smart. We come back, we're all refreshed and freaking on fire and ready to go. And it makes
with
a lot
new
of sense.
ideas, new energy. So it's very good.
All right. I'm in. That sounds super smart. And while that's happening, all of us are just meditating on the TC $5 wax. Fucking let's go. Yes. Or $50 wuff. I don't care. Something.
Yeah. Well, I don't know either, but it's very easy because when was the last time that you bought wax?
Recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recently, have you done that?
Yeah, like last week.
Okay, cool. Because I have. Oh no, yes, I bought some wax. You're right, but not that much.
Actually, no.
I've been buying WOF constantly, regularly. So
yeah,
that's
okay.
You see that reflected in the price for sure.
Just that you've been buying it all the time.
That I've been but I think that people are buying. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean that's the thing. So hey, what new thing are they launching right now?
WOF?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why are you buying it?
Because I truly believe that WOF will keep on going up.
Why? Did they launch a farm yesterday? Did they launch NFTs yesterday? Did they launch like a whole new brand new fucking thing yesterday?
No.
Oh, weird. No. Everyone should shut the fuck up asking projects to do something new every 48 hours. It's really stupid.
Yes, I agree, but I cannot say any of this for sure, but I think that what every meme coin and every coin project should be doing is hiring market makers. And if you're doing that, you don't have to be launching NFTs, doing collabs and doing whatever every 48 hours.
That's the whole thing.
If you are seriously pushing your project and doing the marketing and and market making, then
I think that looking at just what they do on the socials, and again, like the way they organize it, they've got a lot of teams that got a lot of WUF that are getting that WUF out there, right? I think that's sort of a constant attention thing that is something that I think worked really well and is really interesting. Wax will be rebranded to Wuff.
Maybe that's not a bad idea, you know.
I mean, worse things have happened. No, but it's like I just the whole idea that you know that the market making thing is really interesting, right? So that you really can sort of produce buy pressure as a net result of market making if you have smart people doing it, which is really interesting, like sort of net buy pressure, which is fun.
Well, yeah, in the end, it's not smart people doing it. There are companies dedicated to that, and normally when you launch a token, you hire a market maker. That's it. Yes or yes. If you want to be listed in an exchange, there's a market making service. Yes or yes. It's basically it's not optional.
Right. You know? So okay. I want a bot that does that to a decent effect. Then.
Yeah, that's
like what are the like basic buying rules that they're applying? Because it's not going to be complicated at the end of the day.
Well, I think there are many market making strategies, many different market making strategies, and
let's launch a couple of them as NFTs that people can apply to their tokens.
Yeah, that's something we should definitely do. But first, we need the possibility to create limit orders on Wax on Edge, and that's something we are working on right now. So it will come. It will come.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to launch as a basic service for all mankind, and by all mankind I mean us. Specifically,
yes.
All right. Yes, all right, cool. You have anything else you want to add today, or should we just call it and go and do some work on stuff?
No, let's do some work, and I think that's all for today on my side.
All right. Cool beans. Me too. All right, man. Well, Let's go. Back tomorrow.
Good. See you.
Boom.